So looking very lovely and ready to go, all lit up, and everything is good to go. If you notice on the night, cameras are not in the lobby here, so if you kind of wonder when we proceed to this part of the building, that is another reason why we don't really add a lot to the lobby. Flowers are added, and that's about it, so that the men and women in the building are enamored of the night. So that's kind of how we do the design within. Now we do have some more photos of stars through the ages who have won. We start with Mr. Jack Lemmon. Cruising on, we have Tom Hanks, one of only 5 stars ever to win the Oscar 2 years in a row. And then we have Jimmy or James Stewart and the famous Meryl Streep at the very end. I don't know if anybody knows, but if you don't, she's been nominated 19 times through the years, by the way, for the Oscar, more than anybody else. And she's walked away with 3 of them through the years. So if you notice on the wall over there, we do have a bar area. We have a bar on every lobby because we give out free drinks all night here at the awards, so I've got to do that. So if you show up and you're a star, you make a fair amount of money, you don't have to bring any of it with you on that night. You can just relax and enjoy the evening. Now we're going to bring everybody into this room next. This is called the Dolby Lounge. And the reason we're in here is very evident because on the wall over here, we have an Oscar glowing under the lights. Welcome everyone into the Dolby Lounge, and here he is, the man of the hour, the individual award that everybody's hoping they're going to be walking away with if they are a nominee on that night. There have been 2,947 of these given out over the 87 years that the Oscars have been going on, and they all have had the same design, same look and all. Over the years, the size has changed a little bit, but other than that, it has always had the same design. And that is of a golden knight. That's why you see the gentleman there gripping the hilt of a crusader sword. That sword plunges down in between his feet, and he is actually standing on a 35mm film reel at the base. So if you look down at it, you'll notice the 5 spokes within the reel. Every award gets engraved on the night. So we don't engrave them, though, before we say who's won, because otherwise people would know. We don't want anybody to know. So what they do is they pre-engrave plates with the name of every single nominee so that they're ready if anybody wins. And then we engrave them, we put the plate on them at the dinner following the awards. So that's kind of how that goes. So we really don't know who's going to win. The 2 accountants who count all the votes, they're the only people in the world who do know in advance. And they're here in the building to actually hand the envelope with the name of the winner in it to the presenter. So they keep it very hush-hush as to who's going to win on that night. And this award, it's very heavy, so you'll often see a winner, they're handed the award and they go, oh my goodness, pretend this is one of them, go, wow, this is really, really heavy, because it weighs 8.5 pounds for us here in the U.S. That's roughly 4 kilograms for most of us around the rest of the world. So you can imagine if you've won more than one, that's why they bring a date to the award, so you can hand your Oscar to your date and say, here, take this, I won another one, and you walk around with those during the night. We'll tell you what happens to our winners in a little bit, because you often see them exit stage. They don't go back down into the audience. They actually go to another area, and we'll show you where that is in a bit. But finally, we call this award the Oscar. That is a name that was made up, it was come up with by our Academy's first librarian. She basically saw a drawing of the award one day, and she thought out loud that this gentleman kind of looks like my uncle. And her uncle's name, of course, was Oscar. So she called it the Uncle Oscar as a joke, and that name caught on, and we have referred to this as the Oscar now for 85 years. So that's how the name started originally. So there you have it. If you want to take a photo of it, by the way, you're welcome to do that. So I'll step out of the way, and if you want to